Und damit willkommen zurück zu The Great Ace Attorney Results 2 Chronicles, meine Lieben. Dementsprechend, diese nette Frage wurde noch uns nur im letzten Part von Professor Mikotoba quasi gestellt. Mal schauen, was wir da heute erfahren werden. Dr. Mikotoba, were you not to quietly withdraw after the translation of your mercy societal in this courtroom no agreement carries weight unless it's supported by evidence, and it would seem that the defense has no more evidence to present. Kein Beweis mehr. In which case, I hereby all discovers from the proceedings to stuck from the record. Kommt schon, hau dir den einfach raus. This is my last chance. Mr. Naruto. I have to present some decisive evidence now. Oh, or it's all over, but... Oh, das war schon plötzlich. Okay. Da hätte ich das auch rausgewählt für gehabt, aber... Na, wobei, my lord. Automatisch mal ganz von mir. Das habe ich gerade wieder dran gedacht. As it happens, the defense does have evidence to present. Yeah, sure. There's nothing of relevance remaining from the time. It's high time that you realize something, my lord. The gentleman has this uncanny habit of proceedings evidence at the final hour. At that had escaped everything. Everyone else attentions. Nonsense. What is it, Rionosuke? What do you have? I dare say the final decisive piece of evidence that will reveal the whole truth about this rotten tale. How can you decide? Well, it would appear there's no escaping it now, my lord. Let it be more than present whatever you think. I can tell that this is decide all enigma you're incapable. What exactly is the evidence that the defense claims to be the size? Okay, ja. Das wird das, was wir gleich noch sagen. Das ist auch das einzige, was wir überhaupt nicht präsentiert haben, I guess. Dementsprechend there's a single piece of evidence that can clarify what really happened 10 years ago. The last will statement of Lord Klint van Ziecks. I wonderfully astute observation, I'm sure. But in case had escaped your notice, the document was lost long ago. That's right, it was, only I have it right here, discovered just moments ago. Empathic that can be. Everything that's happened comes back to this world. This document is the key that will unlock the entire mystery. Ah, der schaut ja nicht so erfreut darüber aus. My brother's last will and testament. Where did you find that? It was rolled up inside this. Inside Kuruma? That ultimate weapon Genshin Asugi obtained has lain disturbed in the hilt of the sword all these years. Just waiting for the right time to emerge and evil the truth. And the signature and seal certainly look official. My god, it's true. It's my brother's handwriting, there can be no mistaken. Ach, und die anderen zwei sind schon wieder entlassen worden, oder wie soll ich das mal verstehen? Man wurde bitte entlassen? I forbid the contents of the document from being read out. Do you hear me? I strictly forbid it. Verbiete es. You can't do that, my lord. This document can't explain everything. The document literally destroys the meaning of justice in this country. I demanded that you hand it to me at once. Why? What are you trying to hit it? Could it be that you already know what's written on this page? What are you implying? Curtis artillery with immediate effect clears courtroom. Do that, my lord, and you will suffer a fatal blow as Lord Chief Justice. I beg your pardon for safely ending a trial without good reason, and not any trial. A closed trial by order of Her Majesty the Queen. To defeat the monarch's will is treason. Oh boy, dir gefällt das zu 100% nicht. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ey, es wäre zu interessant jetzt gewesen zu sehen, inwiefern da die damalige Queen, das müsste die Victoria die zweite gewesen sein damals, wenn mich das jetzt nicht ganz täuschen sollte, dass die dann auch auf einem Publikum steht und sagt, ich ordne es an, dass das Wort vorgelesen wird, quasi. Ich weiß es natürlich, wäre zumindest interessant gewesen, muss ich zugeben. Well, my lord, it would rather appear as though the things aren't going to quite as you'd hope it. You fools. Go ahead, Rionoski, read it. The prosecution gives it full support. Very well, then. Wird das jetzt halt automatisch schon vorgelesen, also mit der Stimme von, also der Synchronstimme von Rionoski, oder muss ich das jetzt halt, muss ich das jetzt selber vorlesen? No, for God's sake. Die ist aber schon noch gut, oder? I pencils my last will and testament in the final moments before my inevitable and willing death. The hour is 12 p.m. and I sit at my writing desk in my office. My good friend Asogi stands at my shoulder. He has expressed his intent to invoke this dying ritual of the duel that I may depart this world with honor, an honor of which I am actually discovering the Japanese are a truly merciful people. I, Klint van Ziecks, Lord of the Manor of the Van Ziecks Estate, Herausgeber confessed to the following: I'm the killer who has come to the known society as the professor, guilty of 4 counts of murder. I will not here discourse the corruption rife among the aristocracy, which is to me as one the same so apparent. However, 6 months ago I took the life as a member of the House of Lords at the head of the depravity, a demon who habitually sacrifice the common of the for his own interest of suing his position of power. The law is impotent against such vice rise. Only a full demon can right society of this menace. The demon was my quarry. Open room. I willing set a great hound, but said I'm a hunter of some experience. I'm a poor fellow, it seems. My guilt was at once recognized by another, and I became subject to his extortions. He held over me the threat of exposing my wicked crime to my beloved wife and brother. Another the threat that I have done this man's biting for months, no killing those he demanded I kill. As I watched my former mentor perish before my eyes at the jaws of the hound I commanded, I realized that I had lost the last thread of decency within me and stuck to the level of a wild beast. There is no path back to the light, be it I or my dear friend, also we would die this night. I'm eternally damned to my extraordinary meal stronghold. You feel the jaws of the beast at your throat every time you swallow. So now we know, yes, Klint van Ziecks was a murderer, but somebody was directing him and naming his victims. His extraordinary lord, mere stronghold, it was you.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Das ist ja wirklich so eine ganze großartige Sacharbeit, muss man schon fairerweise sagen.
You can claim that what the court has just yet called destroyed justice in this country, but you weren't trying to process justice at all. All you were trying to do was the secret of your true nature and these countless lives you have sacrificed up till now. It just didn't make sense to me that the third victim of the former Lord Chief Justice was my brother benefactor and a man of lofty principles. As I said, Klint had no possible reason to kill the man. But you didn't. Didn't you, Lord Strongheart? Eliminate the man who stood between you and the office you would set your sights on. So you used your own hunting dog lot, Klint van Ziecks, to take him down. Oh boy. I had to came Land's unsavory shadows are deep, and the arm of the law fails to reach their death. Crime must be cut off at the roots, but the Lord Chief just at the time couldn't see that he was weak. Lofty princicles, you said tantamount to convey this, if you ask me. Which is why I took this place in order to fight this crime. He was allowing to spread like wildfire. By murdering the man, the Reaper, the Professor, the name makes no difference. As I've explained countless times already, it was all done for the furtherance of law and order in London. Are you going to legitimize the murder of my father now too? Ah, Genshin Asogi, well, that was unfortunate. I had fully intended to send him back to Japan as we'd agreed. I don't believe you. It was you, wasn't it? You killed him. No, it wasn't me who took your father's life. Then who? One the night following his mock execution, I went to low-grade cemetery at 3 in the morning with Chigoku. Judge Chigoku, Zero had to be a collaborate on the Japanese side to manage Asugi's treatment after his repatriations. Chigoku had fierce ambitions. It made him easy to manipulate. 10 years ago, after he'd stood trial for the destruction of the witness stand, I had words with him. When I told him the position of Minister of Foreign Affairs could be his, couldn't agree fast enough. Shishiro, you fool. As you know, Asugi escaped the prison as close as Kate and was subsequently entreated. We intended to dig him out of his grave before he ran out of affair, but sadly, all did not go to plan. There was an accepted visitor to the cemetery, his own ideas about digging up graves. A man who witnessed what nobody was supposed to see. Enough, Trevor. Was I knew grave robbers frequent London cemeteries. But that grave on that particular night, blessed if people found out the convicted wasn't really executed. The scandal will rock the very foundations of the empire. Then what do we do? Shot him, Mr. Chigoku. Shot Asugi at once. He can't live now. This has happened. He has to go. What are you talking about? You had an agreement. You promised him he could return to Japan. Everything has changed now if the truth got out because of this. Both of this will be finished forever. Come on, Chigoku, do it. Pull the trigger. Shoot. Chigoku shot Asugi from the shadows. The grave robber was so close the blood sprayed over his coat. He fled as his legs would carry him. Then Chigoku and I put Asugi's body back in the grave, which he'd just imagined. When I later learned of the Wexford Modulus presence at the sense as well, I made her swear two things: never remove the professor's mask and never to speak of the events of the night. And with that, the secret was buried along with Asugi's corpse. So now you can what really happened in Logate's cemetery that night. God fucking damn it, ich muss schon sagen, das hätte ich. Also, sowas hätte ich jetzt halt bei der Story jetzt halt nicht erwartet, muss ich fairerweise mal sagen. Also, das habe ich jetzt fairerweise jetzt halt wirklich nicht erwartet, muss ich zugeben. It was Chigoku, your Japanese acquaintance, who killed Asugi in the end, you see. He claimed to be the man's friend, but when push came to shove, pulled the trigger. Just before Mr. Chigoku left the courtroom earlier, he said that the assassin exchange proposal was a demand from his British counterpart, not request. So you correct him too, using what happened in the graveyard. At the time, Chigoku was the Minister of Foreign Affairs, negotiating international treaties with Britain. Oh boy, you can imagine what would have happened if it came to light he'd murdered comprehended 10 years earlier. He would have lost everything. I merely remind him of that. How do you sleep at night? This past 10 years I fought terrorists with the darker recess of London's criminal underworld, and I've used whatever means necessary to ensure that justice prevails, law and order regains supreme.
Objection!
That couldn't be further from the truth. The fact is you have fought crime at all. How dare you? I said Klint van Ziecks from Dishonor in his death. Why is behind the scenes you systematically buried anyone who stood in your way, and then made my father take the blame. It was undeniable. It was the only way to protect our justice system and public order. Let's not forget the others you had killed as well. Setting the defendant up as the Reaper to cover up the truth behind the murders of countless more. That's enough. Do you have any idea of the convening that led to the acquittal of those wretched criminals? Leider, das hat auch nichts an der Tatsache, muss man mal fairerweise sagen, was du getan hast, mein lieber Slot Strongheart. Aber wie das alles weitergeht und vor allem was noch so heraussprudelt aus ihm, dies und vieles mehr erfahren wir beim nächsten Mal. Vielen Dank fürs Einschalten und bis zum nächsten Mal. Auf Wiedersehen.